Notice Vlad and Boosie haven't been working, and people assume it's because you and Vlad had linked up at the fight, and that's why he's not doing interviews with Boosie. That has nothing to do with it?
No, that has nothing to do with it. Boosie don't want to follow behind 6ix9ine after Vlad publicly said that I've paid him more than I've paid anybody. And of course, 6ix9ine go run with it. But nigga Boosie was the bread and butter, you know, for the black community in Vlad for a long time. So Boosie off his business opportunities for his street principles.
I don't think Vlad is wrong for dealing with both.
Me neither. But I don't think Vlad is wrong for paying 6ix9ine more than he paid Boosie.
This cereal,
for the fact of who brings more value to this content world of views, clicks, engagements. Now you can't. Boosie good consistently. If 6ix9ine was on there consistently, he wouldn't be as good as Boosie. But nigga, that time that he did, fresh out of prison, he got something to say, and he's going through a rebranding process at the time before he's going back to jail. So that was all strategically done. When me and 6ix9ine done the 20 versus 2, that was strategically done. That's why I ain't have much to say, and it wasn't no girl on it I really like. That's why I was just there to play Catman. So that was strategically done.
So you think Boosie shouldn't be pocket watching, basically?
Nah.
That's natural though. Athletes do it.
Well, this is a little further than pocket watching because you have a disdain for the pocket you watching. You have a disdain for him. Boosie used to brag about that 40,000 per interview. If I'm asking you for 40, Sean, man, I want 10. I don't give a fuck you paid Rollo 30. You gave me what I asked for. I can't come back and say, man, you gave him 30. I need 15 now. I couldn't think 15 before him. I couldn't think past 10. So why I'm gonna go up? Because I saw that. That's called like a covet sin. You want it because he got it. You can't measure his value. Nigga 6ix9ine way more polarizing on Vlad than Boosie. Boosie's way more comical. But when you talk about a complete package of entertainment, you can't knock Rainbow her.
Boosie's known to really stand on his beliefs. I mean, that's with anything. He doesn't really pick and choose on who's a rat.
No, except T.I. T.I. did the same thing Gangsta did. Remember, he was mad at T.I. at first. And didn't drop the album.
You're right.
Standing on his principles. And then something happened where him and T.I. sat down, talked, hashed it out, and nigga Boosie came to an understanding. Nobody else gets to hash it out with Boosie to help him get an understanding except Tip. So, nigga, you either street or you business. You can't straddle the fence.
The PC situation with Kodak going to PC. Would you say Kodak going to PC, that's protecting the brand?
Well, that's your lawyer saying, hey, so when I'm found guilty or whatever, say, Your Honor, we want to file an appeals bond. So Kodak Black and his lawyer and them already know Trump is the president. They done already get ready to send whatever they got to send that way. We don't need you in no trouble, Kodak. Man, we need you to go in there, keep your head clean, walk a straight line. Well, Kodak can't do that because when he first got to jail, what he did, he had a fight.
Yeah.
A prison guard got hurt.
The stuff he said about Lauren London too.
Yeah.
The Crips were mad about that.
Yeah, so, but this ain't about being scary. This is about, I got a presidential appeal for to go to the president. I got the kind of money that my lawyers already can pre-do this. So why would I go to the general population? From what I know, from people that's still in Angola and a young brother by the name of Eric Brown, East Solid. Boosie wasn't in general population in Angola. He was on the death row side. So he wasn't in general population. Then when he got out, he still didn't come over there with C Murder and them. So that's verified. So when Boosie went to jail, he had to get on his knees and pray, he say, and the Mexicans gave him some need. In a real jail, Mexicans can't take care of niggas. So what difference does it make if I'm a G and I want to go to the PC yard? What if I like punks? What if I like punks and want to lay with punks and run the punks over here? What if I don't want to have to fight y'all for y'all punks? Because the is not walking the PC yard. There's real, there's G sleep with men in prison. That's the other side of the coin that they're not telling us. To be a real nigga, you have to be a homosexual or a bisexual. But you cannot be a heterosexual man in prison hollering, I'm a real nigga, and you're heterosexual. And you got to walk on your decisions and choices you made. You got to stand on this shit that you made with a little boy brain. You've been having a criminal record since you was 12, 13, since you had a little boy
Charleston White with
now
his
you're a
bullshit,
grown man
y'all.
and you understand this. You know a real got to have sex in prison, and all real don't get the prison guards. Why do you think nobody talks about having sex in prison? Why they always tell you about it? There are some units let them niggas have condoms. Why you never hear who come home from prison have names of niggas? Me and Curtis were down there sleeping with them boys. They'll give you a mythical name, but they won't tell you they partners who running the set. They got some homeboys in there with some life sentences, been down there since the 80s.
Dewberry. They don't want to talk about Dewberry.
Fun to rape.
They don't want to talk about CEO Hockley fucking with them boys.
And you didn't run the building. So
they don't
where are
want to
those
talk about
stories?
OG Hollywood.
They always can tell you stories about a man. I heard it.
OG
I'm waiting for a nigga like Boosie
fucking with them boys
to come teach the boys how to remain celibate in prison. When you start having those desires,
man, what the
that
fuck
sensation,
and
that impulse at 21 years old, 22 years old, and you a G nigga, and you got 70 years.
Hold on, bro.
What do he do?
You know, Charleston White went to juvenile, bro. So at the end of the day, nigga, he can be speaking because he felt like this. Let's not forget, Charleston was in juvenile jail, in juvenile prison. So he can be speaking because this is how he felt. You know what I'm telling when he was in that motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's give him a chance to let that hoe up out of him. You know what I'm saying? Let's give this brother right here a chance, because you know what I'm saying? He can be letting key shot. You know what I'm saying? So he probably lying about other people, but he probably telling the truth about himself. So let him let key shot real quick.
To maintain his heterosexual. When he started having thoughts about it, because he heard it down there. He's seeing it in the shower. Now he's starting to see men that really look like women.
Seeing it in the shower.
And even the fat prison guards that 70 look good to him. Shit. But he can't fuck with her. He got to fuck with the black sisters. They playing auntie. They getting they lick back from they baby daddies. So it's all niggas ain't getting pussy in prison. Some niggas fucking other boys. So what do those real niggas tell us? They go to getting quiet. So you mean tell me all the homeboys y'all know who been to prison, none of them have said, man, I fucked the boy. I've never had one of my partners say that. Man, but they can tell me about the other partners who did.
What was this interview about? Because I
only have one partner, homie. who got locked up at the age of 13 years old for 20 years. He had 20 years. He did the whole 20 years, and he went in a virgin. He was the only nigga home that out of all my niggas, hundreds of niggas. He said, "Nah, man, I know you heard about it, nigga. I almost went there." He said, "But I ain't do it, cuz I swear I didn't. I almost went there."
What?
Tried to rape the Mexican. Caused a riot. So what do you tell the young brothers, nigga, when you get horny? Because you smoking the K2 down there, you taking all the drugs to make you relax. You nigga be on the wall, froze like that. Who getting them niggas booty when the cameras go off? Somebody. Because they can't move. They paralyzed. Nigga, you stuck like this with sick, this is a sick mental place. So I'm saying, nigga, Boosie, we talk about walking the yard. What about your homeboys? You know to kiss a boy down there. Yeah, everybody got somebody to click down there. So I'm saying, nigga,
man,
so
hold on,
I don't want
bro.
to see that.
That nigga say
I'm going over here to the PC yard.
There,
but guess
man.
what they're not telling you? The PC yard just as dangerous. You got the niggas that used to be gangster niggas and killers that done snitch. You got the pedophiles. So the PC yard just as dangerous.
Man, did y'all hear that nigga say everybody
I'm
got
saying fuck walking
down
that yard.
Man.
Fuck going to PC. Tell on any motherfucking body you can tell on to get out. All they want to do is just get you to tell. They let Sammy the Bull go. Nigga, he killed 30-something people because he told on John Gotti.
Content warning. This video is about a sensitive topic involving violence, assault, and loss of life. We've removed any graphic or descriptive content to comply with YouTube's guidelines. The aim of this video is to provide informative, factual journalism on tragic events in the public interest that does not dismiss its
They got me feeling like I'm academics.
Yeah, man. Charleston Post has been goddamn talking about Boosie and Vlad. And as you can see, he went to some homophobical shit. I don't even know the word. Homophobical, whatever. Hey, look. See, I don't even participate in none of that shit. But yeah, he went to some gay shit. He was talking about Boosie and Vlad, and that's what this post has been about. The next thing you know, you get to talking about some goddamn gay shit. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna see what goddamn academics talking about real quick with this. Who we talking about? Yeah, what's that nigga name? AllStarJr. Yeah, AllStarJr, man. We about to see what the fuck they talking about with AllStarJr, man.
AllStarJr was reportedly arrested by federal police.
Okay.
Wow, federal police for his alleged involvement in NBA Ben 10 shooting.
Damn.
They're saying he was allegedly arrested.
Hey, make sure y'all hit that motherfucking like button, man.
TV interview.
At least y'all can do is hit the like button because we know y'all ain't gonna hit the cash out, man. Hit that motherfucking like button, man. Turn us up on the goddamn likes, man.
That's interesting.
And what my hat at? I should have my Rockets hat on.
Federal police.
Yeah. Big H is in the motherfucking building, nigga.
If the story goes he was getting attacked, he then grabbed a gun. Is he a felon? He did say, I think he said he did some time in jail. Maybe they're trying to hit him with a felon in possession, even though, like, technically, like, he might have been using a gun to protect his own life. But technically, if he grabbed the gun, it's still felon in possession. But usually people don't charge that because what do you expect him to do? Die?
Man, I told y'all.
What could he gotten arrested for?
I was talking about this the other day. Fuck, shut up, nigga. I was talking about this the other day, man. It don't matter who the fuck you is. If you in Texas and you got if you a felon, I don't even give a fuck if you at home. You can be at home and goddamn it, if you a felon and you pick that gun up and you shoot that motherfucker, your ass is going to jail. I don't give a fuck if you outside and somebody come slap the shit out of you. If you pick a gun up and shoot somebody, your ass is going to jail. So one thing I know for sure, if you a felon, if you ain't about that shit, you ain't about that shit, because at the end of the day, nigga, your ass going to jail. So you have to make the right decision being a felon, because that's why these niggas call the laws. That's why FDA call the laws, because if FDA was the goddamn fire that goddamn pistol, shit, their ass would be going to jail. You know what I'm telling you? Yeah, if he was to shoot that motherfucker, if that nigga was to be caught with that motherfucker outside, he going to jail. I bullshit you not. You know what I'm telling you? Y'all see that clip that's going viral? That nigga FDA don't supposed to be around no gun or have no guns. So shit, that clip that's going viral, shit. If they done pick JR and if they picking these other niggas up for these gun charges and all like that, shit, they gonna come get FDA ass too. Yeah, I bullshit you not. They gonna come get FDA ass too.
Last thing you said was
I wake up, all you hoe ass niggas tagging me, talking about, nigga, you see Ben back? You see Ben back? Well, if the bitch so back, tell him to do the Ben 10. I'll double it for him. Fuck you talking about? Do that bitch, Ben, nigga. This your dance. Get in your groove, nigga. If you back, I wake up, all you hoe ass niggas tagging me, talking about, nigga.
Saying he got arrested. Supposedly it was a couple hours ago. Well, we could normally, what's his name? AllStarJr. Does anyone know his real name?
His real name is
Jeremy
Gerard
Ford. If
His
that's
real
his
name
okay,
is
cool.
Gerard.
Let's look at
His real name is Gerard.
we could look him up, see if he is in federal custody. Jeremy Ford.
Boy, I tell you,
there's
boy.
one guy that named Jeremy Ford, but he's 50, so that's not him.
Yeah, there's some police shit right here, academics.
Jeremy
Okay,
Ford.
let me let the kids, if you watching, if you do some shit like this,
but it could be
that mean you work for the police. When you do look federal inmate name and shit, if you ain't looking for your loved one, there's no reason that you should be looking another nigga shit up unless he snitched on your homeboy. Yeah, if this shit ain't got nothing to do with you and you doing some shit like this right here, that mean you the police. You know what I'm telling you? If that nigga ain't snitched on your homeboy, or he ain't snitched on your brother, or if he ain't snitched on you, yeah, you shouldn't be typing another nigga name in trying to see what the fuck they got going on. That means you the police.
See. Let's see. Yeah, he's in LA, so he's on LA time. He should be up.
Yo,
Rico,
what's the word, buddy?
yo, what up, yo? I'm on stream. Hey, is AllStarJr locked up?
Yeah.
How you know?
Dogface was at No Jumper today, and while we was doing the interview and shit, well, him and Adam was doing the interview. I guess Jay was supposed to be pulling up on Vlad, and they got arrested.
He got arrested while pulling up on Vlad?
I guess he was on the way to his Vlad interview, or he never made it to his Vlad interview, and management was saying he got arrested or whatever. Like it wasn't supposed to get out there, but it just happened while we was, while Dogface was with us.
Oh, so wait. Holy shit. Wait, but how did they know it was the feds though?
Shit, that's what they were saying.
Really?
Yup. So I mean, shit, Dogface, he in Cali though, so I don't know why he you try to call him or something?
Yeah, because he tried.
Like California is a place that you do not want to go. It's like, man, it's like that's where the feds stay at. I bullshit you not, nigga. It seem like, nigga, that's where they headquarters at, is in California. It seem like everybody that go down there, goddamn it, end up having to fuck with the goddamn feds. Boosie, nigga. You got the Ricos, nigga, with the gang members. I'm talking about, you can think of the Hoovers, the rolling 60s, nigga. Nigga, it's so much whack 100 fed activity going on out there. I'm talking about, like I said, the big U's, you know what I'm telling you, they Rico case and shit, man. I'm talking about this. Everybody know the feds is out there like a motherfucker. I don't see why you niggas going out there. And that what his dumb ass get. Your dumb ass, you need to be going to jail, goddamn it, trying to go get an interview to talk about it. Yeah, even though you probably wasn't even gonna get paid that much, you probably was gonna get a 20 ball or 30 balls, some shit like that. But your dumb ass need to go to jail because you didn't talk too motherfucking much. That's why they got a case on your ass, man. I was watching some shit earlier. Man, this nigga, hold on. Fuck that. We gonna go watch that shit. Shout out to that nigga, K Media, whatever. Yeah, K Talk Media, man. That nigga had the paperwork and everything, nigga. I'm talking about then, you know, Ben. I told y'all that nigga Ben 10, he ain't moved yet. Look, we about to check this shit out real quick. Shout out to that nigga.
Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. If you listen to my voice right now, make sure the notification bell so you get notification every single time I drop a video. Anyway, so I got the details. I told y'all.
Come on, man. Go and give us the details. Hey, y'all hit that motherfucking like button,
arrested, man. Even though they were
hit the goddamn like button, man.
Was the ones that tried to take his chain, and he just shot afterwards for picking up their pistol. First of all, he was arrested for a possession of a gun by a felon. That's the first thing. But I got the entire complaint, and I'm going to read this with y'all right now. So let me make the screen a little bigger for y'all. Okay, so it says the complaint in this case is stated the following is true to the best of my knowledge. Obviously, Harris County, Texas, Southern District, but the count is one count, felon in possession of a firearm. So he's a felon and he had the firearm. I'm going to skip over this part. This is just Joseph Gregory, pretty much 12 of them saying that he's FBI and why he does it, and Rico's blah, blah, blah. So we're going to skip to here. It says, this affidavit is made in support of a criminal complaint charging Jeremy Christopher Ford, a.k.a. AllStarJr, with a violation and that is felon in possession of a firearm. I am familiar with the information contained in this affidavit based upon the investigation I've personally conducted and my conversations with other law enforcement officers involved in this investigation. Because this affidavit has been submitted for the limited purpose of securing a criminal complaint, I have not included each and every fact known to me concerning this investigation. I have set forth only those facts that I believe are necessary to establish probable cause have been committed by Ford. Probable cause right here. The FBI Houston Violent Crimes Task Force investigating Ford for violation according on or about April 8, 2026 in Houston, Texas, within the Southern District of Texas. The incident was captured on video by security cameras as detailed below. On April 8, 2026 at approximately 11:23 p.m., officers with the Houston Police Department responded to a shooting in progress at a restaurant located on Kirby Drive in Houston, Texas. Upon arrival, officers observed an individual identified for the purpose of this affidavit as John Doe 1 on the ground. So John Doe 1 on the ground, obviously shot up. That's either Ben 10 or that's either dead end run, because those are the two people that were shot and taken to the hospital. So John Doe 1 on the ground inside the restaurant with a gunshot wound to his neck. Yeah, one of them got a shot to the neck. I'm not sure which one. It says officers also to the neck and Ben 10. So look, got to put context clues together. Ben 10 got on a neck brace. Dead end run, he went live. It looked like he got a missing finger, but he didn't have no neck brace and none on his neck. So that makes me believe that John Doe 1 is potentially Ben 10, but we'll see. Gunshot wound to his neck. Officers also observed a trail of blood leading from the main dining room to the elevator and a large pool of blood in the elevator. The blood trail continued into the parking garage where officers observed another individual identified for purpose of his affidavit of John Doe 2. Now remember, in AllStarJr song, he said dead end run, try to run to the elevator and get on the elevator. But he said J. Prince Jr. shut the elevator. So that lead me to believe that John Doe 2 is a dead end run, right? So remember that. It says multiple gunshot wounds to his hand and his finger was missing and leg. John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 were transported to hospitals by Houston Fire Department. The suspects, subsequently identified as Ford, fled the scene before police arrived. At the scene, officers located and recovered a black Glock 43X handgun bearing serial number. Not going to say it. It says a black firearm holster with blood on it. 10 fired 9mm shell casings with blood on them, 2 fired bullet projectiles with blood on them, and blood fragments with blood on them. This evidence was tagged at the HPD property room. Officers retrieved videos of the incident via security camera footage provided by the restaurant staff and provided copies to the FBI. Upon reviewing the footage, I observed Ford at the table at the restaurant with a female. Ford and the female get up from the table and walk out of the frame toward the elevators. Ford then re-enters the frame and appears to be talking on a phone. A group of individuals follow behind Ford. The group begins to crowd around Ford and appears to be talking to him, leading to an altercation that prompts an unknown male to get between the group and pull Ford away towards the elevator. Ford can be seen in a shirt with LV on his back. As this is happening, John Doe 1, who I'm guessing is being 10, and another individual identified for purposes of this affidavit as John Doe 3. So you remember I told y'all in the video, it don't look like Daddy and Ron was one of the ones trying to take the chain. It was like being 10 and also a bigger person. So I'm guessing that bigger person is John Doe 3, walked into the restaurant and followed quickly towards where Ford exited the frame along with others in the group. The group then re-enters the frame and Ford can be seen struggling with John Doe number 3 and John Doe 1, who appears to be trying to remove Ford's necklace. John Doe 2, okay, now dead end run, joins in to help John Doe 3 and John Doe 1. John Doe 3 removes Ford's necklace and rushes out of the restaurant. The struggling continues, and John Doe 2 appears to remove Ford's watch and put it in his pocket. It says Ford and John Doe 1 began fighting with John Doe number 2 and others in the group joining. At some point, what appears to be a handgun falls to the floor from someone.
Man, come on, man. Stop playing, man. These niggas that goddamn took the nigga chain and removed the nigga watch, man. These niggas was not bullshitting with this nigga. Hey, I'm talking about nigga. I'm talking about one nigga that they said that one nigga got the chain and left, and then another nigga goddamn removed the nigga watch, man. I'm talking about, man, come on, man. You up in that bitch getting your ass beat the fuck up. And next thing you know, they just say a gun just fall out, nigga. Boy, if it wasn't for that gun, goddamn it, boy. Hey, and then they got pictures, man. Y'all go check the pictures out, man. They got pictures, man. That boy look scared to the motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That boy look nervous. And he wasn't smiling or nothing at all. I'm talking about, I ain't gonna lie to you, that boy looked scared to the motherfucker.
In the altercation, Ford then falls to the floor near where the handgun fell. Ford picks up the handgun, begins firing, and everyone starts running. John Doe 1 appears to have been shot and immediately collapsed to the floor, initially on his side before rolling over to his back. And obviously you can see that's what they're talking about right there. It says John Doe 2 and others run out the frame toward the elevator. Ford continues shooting as everyone is running away, shoots additional rounds in John Doe number 2's direction as Ford follows outside the frame towards the elevator. Ford returns to where John Doe 1 is lying motionless on his back and fires 2 rounds at John Doe 1 from a few feet away. John Doe 1's body jolts suddenly. That is Ben 10, because this is why AllStarJr started the whole Ben 10 challenge. Jolts suddenly as one round appears to strike him before going motionless again. It says Ford paces around the floor for approximately 8 seconds as the female he was with attempts to interact with him. Ford then fires another round in John Doe's direction, John Doe 1, so Ben 10 direction, and exits the frame towards the elevators. Approximately 20 seconds later, Ford returns to the frame, still holding the handgun. Ford points the handgun at John Doe 1, appears to still be unconscious on the floor. Ford appears to attempt to fire around at John Doe 1, but the handgun slide appears locked back, indicating that. So he literally shot it till it started to glick, till it was empty, right? I think he said that in his song. The next, number 14 says, Ford stands over John Doe 1 and strikes John Doe 1 in the face with the handgun.
What?
So after he shot Ben 10, he then stood over him and hit him with the handgun.
Damn.
Upon doing so, the handgun falls on the floor behind Ford. Ford walks back, picks up the handgun, returns to John Doe 1 and appears to spit on him. Oh my goodness.
God.
Ford then exits the frame.
Man, come on, man. This nigga, goddamn it, then shot the nigga, ran and shot some more niggas. I'm talking about come back and shoot the nigga, then run back and nigga 20 seconds later come back, shoot the nigga some more, and then the bitch clicking, and then nigga next thing you know, he done hit that nigga with that bitch, and then the bitch fly over here, and then the nigga pick that bitch up, and then the nigga spit on it. Man, come on, man. It seemed like that nigga, this looked like it was like probably about 2 minutes. It seemed like he was up in that bitch working. I ain't gonna lie to you, this don't look like no quick shit right here. Miss Party Line, what's the deal? Hey, this don't look like no quick shit, dog. It looked like this nigga was in that bitch working like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said that nigga looked like he was scared, but goddamn it, long as he stayed up in that bitch, hell nah. I'm talking about long as that nigga stayed in that bitch, hell nah, that nigga wasn't scared. That nigga was in that bitch working, nigga. I'm talking about trying to do what he gotta do, nigga.
Before returning briefly and exiting again towards the elevators. Another camera angle shows individuals running into the elevator during the shooting prior to the doors closing. John Doe 2 can be seen rushing into the elevator and collapsing inside as blood sprays from his leg. So that's John Doe 2, of course, that's Dead End Run. Shortly after the doors close, Ford can be seen walking into the frame holding the handgun. It says Ford walks around briefly by the elevator before exiting the frame back towards the restaurant. A third camera angle shows Ford appear to wipe down the gun before placing it on him on the shelf or counter behind what appears to be the hostess stand. Ford ultimately,
man, this nigga wiped the gun down and put the gun right there. I don't know what he was thinking. Like, he must didn't know there was no cameras in that bitch or some shit. This nigga wiped the gun off and leave the gun up in that bitch when he done just stood over nigga shit, bro. This shit so goddamn funny.
Led the scene in a white Cadillac Escalade with an unknown license plate before police arrived. The FBI believes Ford to be back in Detroit area of Michigan. Hospital staff advised officers that John Doe 2 and his right index finger, is amputated. So John Doe 2, that is Dead End Run. So his right index finger amputated due to a gunshot wound, and that they were working to repair destroyed arteries in one of John Doe 2 legs. So John Doe 2, they worked on that. Okay, now we get to see what happened to Ben 10. It says John Doe 1 is being treated for multiple gunshot wounds, and as of April 15, 2026, John Doe 1 did not have sensation in his legs due to injuries sustained during the shooting. Okay, so they are saying,
man, hey, man, at the end of the day, man, that nigga Ben 10 ain't had no feelings in his legs in the goddamn past 8 days. In the past 8 days, that nigga Ben 10 has not goddamn wiggle his toes, nigga. Yeah, that shit, that nigga's in there. He can move everything else, nigga, but his feet, nigga. That nigga ain't got no feeling in his goddamn legs, nigga. That shit over with. So shit, whatever. Hey man, whatever. Goddamn. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then that's crazy. Like he just said, man, they just charged that nigga for only a gun, dog. For only a gun. That means shit. They don't even care about that nigga popping.
That Ben 10 doesn't have sensation in his leg. It says HPD later learned a third individual was shot during the shooting and left with a non-life threatening wound to his buttocks. Based on review of the video, this individual appears to have been a restaurant patron standing in the bar who did not take part in the fight. It says following the shooting, Ford, who is also known as the rapper AllStarJr, posted multiple videos to his social media page taunting John Doe 1 and others in the group he believes to have assaulted him. On or about April 15, 2026, Ford recorded and posted a music video referencing the shooting at the restaurant with lyrics including "shootout right there in a restaurant. Now I'm on 2-0. Now I'm 2-0." Ford also appears to reenact the shooting of John Doe 1 in the restaurant. Reviewed Ford's criminal history and found multiple arrests and criminal charges, including a 2014 conviction for felony second-degree home invasion in Michigan, resulting in an 18 months imprisonment. According, Ford is prohibited from possession of firearm in the United States. So I'm thinking, like, can he beat it if it wasn't his gun that he actually had and it was their gun? Can he beat it because technically he didn't have to use it as protection? Or if you're a felon, you can't even like pick up somebody's gun that's trying to hurt you and hurt them with it. If that's the case, that's insane. I ain't gonna cap. On April 16, 2026, a representative of Glock Incorporated executed an affidavit indicating that Glock 43X 9mm firearm or manufacturer. Okay, cool. Don't care what it's manufactured. In conclusion, based upon the information delineated above, I believe the probable cause exists. Okay, we'll need to read that part. So here's what we take away from this, right? First of all, AllStarJr arrested for felon in possession of a firearm. 2, he said that whenever he shot Ben, well, the feds and them said on video, whenever he shot Ben 10, he literally shot him until he couldn't shoot anymore. And then he slapped Ben 10 with the gun. And then he actually, he left, came back, spit on Ben 10. It says Ben 10 doesn't have sensation in his leg. It says John Doe 2, which of course is dead and run, had to get his finger, his pointer finger, index finger amputated due to it being shot. So those are the most critical details of all this, right? Now we're going to see what happens to AllStarJr with this entire situation. Anyways, let me know something coming down below. Let me know what you think about this.
That's some crazy shit that was going on in there. One nigga got his finger shot off. One nigga got legs shot off. Other nigga in that bitch can't move at all, nigga. He unconscious. But that nigga goddamn AllStarJr did some motherfucking damage in that goddamn building, boy. Yes, sir, he did.
Took the gun across state lines. I don't know, but I don't know how much that whole way or how true that is. But you know, a whole bunch of Detroit and Compton niggas in at the No Jumper building when I pulled up and shit. And that's word for sure.
That don't make no sense though. If like he was robbed.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking like he got robbed, but what niggas was trying to say was, I don't know if there's any truth to that shit, but the nigga was, if the nigga took the gun or whatever, he took the gun across state lines. I don't know, but I don't know how much that whole way or how true that is, but you know, if he did take Ben 10 gun.
Oh, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so maybe he left the scene with the gun.
With the gun, leaving cross state lines type. I don't know. But it ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's just what, that's word
Why
on
the
the
fuck would the feds be that? Yo, the feds is like picking up some, like every little issue now. Like, y'all was surprised it said the feds are looking into the Offset shit. I'm like, yo, that was like, it's a fight at a casino. Yeah, there's a shooting, but, well, I guess it is casino property. But damn, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. Fans, you know, they watching this shit. That's what it seemed like, but yeah, that's what, you know, Dogface and his people, for sure. And they was up there in No Jumper today talking about it. Because I guess All-Star, he was supposed to pull up on Vlad, and like, he never made
it. Damn, All-Star told me I was going to get the first
interview. Nigga say he never made
it. You know how this shit go.
No, you know how this shit go. Vlad probably offered the bag. Nah, it's all good. I get it.
Yeah, Vlad be catching niggas out, man.
You probably told him.
You never made it.
On Whack 100.
Did you talk to Vlad?
Or did I ain't talking to Vlad. No, I ain't talking to
Vlad.
Yeah.
Hey, you know one thing about it, nigga, when you in California, when you in California, nigga, they know you in California. So whoever goddamn knew he was in California, nigga, probably put them feds on him. Talking about, yeah, he down here. I can see something. Hey, look. I bullshit you not, man. Man, Houston, look, hey, California, I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about Texas too, goddamn it. Yeah, I'm talking about them hoes down here too. I'm talking about Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, Houston. You know, telling you, shit, you get caught in one of them little small towns, shit, you best believe, shit, nigga, that ain't nothing but a little couple of little hours, 30, 40 minutes. Some of these little small towns, 30, 40 minutes away from a nigga, boy. Man, I don't know why y'all playing games out here, man. I'm talking about, boy, you niggas crazy to the motherfucker.
Don't talk to me unless it's business. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Anime answering machines.
Yeah, he probably talk to y'all
Yeah,
niggas
everybody to
outside
blame.
business. Like, you don't talk to things like me.
One
outside
thing
business.
about California,
Yeah, right. Know you
they
call
know
them with
you
the
down there.
Yeah, nah, damn.
Everybody
all right. I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. But all right, yo, if you hear anything else, just hit me, bro.
All right, love, bro.
All right. Okay. So it's looking like
the law just get up on them. How the law just get up on them and pull them over? The law just get up on
it's
them.
definitely looking like he
The
may have
law
gotten
got
arrested.
up on them before the
if a
Jacksons
scenario
did,
is like that where
did.
So apparently,
so you telling me the feds got these boys got that nigga before the gang members did? Because you know the gang members supposed to be pressing the hardest line down there and shit. So as we can see, goddamn it, if the goddamn FBI didn't arrested his ass, them goddamn gang members, they didn't want no money. Yeah, you niggas were not there trying to do nothing. I bullshit you not on that nigga either, because y'all see, hey, that one thing you can tell, goddamn it, when they know you gonna bust that pistol, they don't want no problems with you. So I know that nigga was down there in California, nigga. Niggas didn't even want to try that nigga. Nigga like, man, hell nah, we gonna let that nigga have his jury. You see what he did to the other niggas. Yeah, I bet now one of you goddamn gang members was tough enough to goddamn. That's why them laws got them first, because you niggas ain't want no problems with them with y'all scare ass. Yeah.
This is what we hear. The fight or the robbery
they done
happens.
seen what he done did to the mother.
They take
niggas,
his
they
chain.
like, hell
So
nah,
supposedly,
we gonna leave him alone. We gonna let
the
the
chain,
laws get him. We gonna turn him over.
You know, either the 4K trade niggas or somebody has his chains or a chain. And apparently he has their gun. Now, I had thought the cops took the gun, but, you know, he didn't say much to me, but it felt like he was almost saying, like, he ain't stick around to tell the cops nothing. Like, he ain't stick around either.
Yeah.
Like, maybe the only people who stuck around was, actually, the cops even said it. He didn't stick around. Remember the cops said, yo, the guy who was getting robbed wasn't there, right? Like, he left. So maybe he left with the gun, right? Police.
Somebody left with something.
Yeah, this guy right
now is
And
the
then
shooting
we
of two
heard
victims.
on the other broadcast.
Let's see, one's been
that
shot
nigga
multiple
wiped the
times in
gun
the
down
torso,
and put
probably
it
in his late
behind
20s.
the
Another
cabinet
one's
or
been
something.
shot in the extremities, in the lower extremities, and also all throughout his arms and everything several times. He's probably in his mid-20s. They're both transported to local hospitals right now, and they're both in very critical condition. So my name is Lieutenant R. Wilkins, Willkens. So what we know right now is our suspect, who we don't know who he is right now. We're working on that. Investigators do a great job. I'm sure they'll figure out who he is. Was at this location and had a confrontation with a couple of guys.
Shit, nigga.
That
look,
altercation originally, it appears.
Nigga, as we just watched the video before, goddamn it, the feds knew who he was, goddamn it, and they watched his videos and shit. Nigga, they got his videos in the goddamn probable cause report, nigga. That's crazy or whatever, nigga. Hey, this shit right here. Hey, look, that nigga, that bed 10 about to get you goddamn a life sentence. I bullshit you not. Nah, hell nah. But that would be funny though if they up the charges on your motherfucking ass, nigga. Cause I bullshit you not. If they hit you with their goddamn gun, I know these motherfuckers dirty niggas. Okay, since we hit them with the gun, since we convict them for being a felon of a firearm, now we about to come back and goddamn hit them with assault with a deadly weapon type of shit. I know them goddamn feds dirty. Y'all the only ones that'll do some dirty shit like that. You know what I'm telling you? Y'all will get that nigga to plead guilty on that shit, and then next thing you know, nigga, he get 2-3 more indictments, nigga, and that's for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on 2 motherfuckers, and then they say 3 people, so that's gonna be 3 people, and the rest. Oh yeah, boy, you out of there like a motherfucker. Boy, I know one thing, boy. Yeah. You better not plead guilty to this motherfucker. Yeah, if you plead guilty to this motherfucker, I'm telling you, them feds are gonna send you some more papers with some more indictments, nigga. Boy, your ass out of there, nigga. Oh, we.
This is AllStarJr right here. Who is this nigga?
Wow.
Who is this guy?
Academics ain't doing a motherfucking thing on that up.
What's this?
I call on you to send your angel of death to get Ben 10's ugly ass off this goddamn earth. Make his mama cry, God. If not, shut his brain down where he be a goddamn vegetable. He can't blink, and people got to wipe his ass and put that cup at his dick to hip and pee because he a stupid ass vegetable for trying to take somebody's chain. In the name of Jesus, Father God, if he got kids, I hope his kids is suffering because he look retarded with that bullet hole in his head. In the name of Jesus, Father God, I just plead the blood on the motherfucking ventilator machine that got the boy breathing alive. That the
Charleston.
This nigga Charleston is stupid little motherfucker. Oh shit. That nigga Charleston, wow.
Now, okay. By the way, look.
But you know, in the facial, the hospital, every fella banging the gunners. Scary ass.
All I heard was this. Okay. He's living a good life in the hospital, man. Got his facial going on. You know, he pulled up today. Looked like, I don't know if you've seen the latest Ben 10 stuff, but this is him here. What type of drink is that? Nice. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga look mad. He looked like he's just found in the hospital. I told you, that's how I told you he looked. Okay, he doesn't have the neck brace on either anymore. All right. Now, I did speak to Jay Prince Jr. And I think he hit me up. And he wanted to
I told y'all them feds gotta have a headquarter out there. They said they done arrested over 40 Mexican mafia members associated with some Southern California raids. Man, I'm telling y'all, bro, they gotta have a motherfucking goddamn FBI headquarter. I'm talking about the headquarter, the main building gotta be at this motherfucker.
We were first on the scene for some of those raids this morning, so let's get right to Eyewitness News reporter Josh Haskell, who is live in Santa Ana with the very latest on the arrests made this morning. Josh, what can you tell us?
2 years in the making. 43 arrests have been made so far out of 47 people targeted. 30 locations where law enforcement went this morning to make those arrests. Most of those locations here in Orange County, but one of them was in Lakewood in LA County, and we were right there alongside of law enforcement. Take a look. Now, here's the latest information that we have. At 6 this morning, FBI agents swarmed this home in Lakewood near the 605 freeway and took 2 people into custody that the U.S. Attorney's Office says are responsible for selling large amounts of drugs, including fentanyl. According to the indictment, these gang members are associates of the Mexican mafia, and charges include racketeering, drug trafficking, kidnapping, assault, and murder. The associates belong to Hispanic gangs here in Southern California, but take their orders from Mexican mafia members who are in the California state prison system. This operation was called Gangsta's Paradise, and the Anaheim police chief said this type of criminal activity has direct impact on neighborhoods and residents. This operation involved numerous local police departments, the FBI, the state prison system, the IRS, and the Orange County Sheriff's Department.
48-year-old Luis Cardenas, a longtime inmate of the California state prison system, oversaw the Mexican mafia's crimes in Orange County and its jails. From his prison cell, Cardenas used an encrypted messaging app on contraband cell phones to direct the gang's high-ranking associates on the streets on the operation of La MA's activities in Orange County. Victims who had the misfortune of being in bad standing with Cardenas ran the risk of having him command orders to kidnap and assault them out in the streets.
It's very surprising because we don't have that kind of stuff happening here, and they haven't lived here that long. So, you know, but we have noticed people hanging around that area doing drugs and, you know, and some unsavory people walking through the neighborhood. Just 2 nights ago, somebody tried to break into my house. So it's not like, it's a little unnerving, but I'm glad that they've got it taken care of.
Now, Air 7 was also overhead of other arrests made this morning in Anaheim. One was made in the 400 block of North Rose, and the other was made in the 1800 block of West Romneo. Now, you just heard about Luis Cardenas, that Mexican mafia member who is currently being held in Ironwood State Prison in Blythe, California. So he'll now face federal charges. He will be moved to a federal prison. And Bill Asaley telling me that he hopes that Cardenas will have a more difficult time getting a cell phone in federal prison. Live in Santa Ana, Josh Haskell, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Pretty incredible operation, Josh. Thank you.
We're following breaking news.
Local law enforcement targeting the Mexican mafia across Southern California. Gigi, you're going to see it live in Santa Ana with all the details that we learned this morning. Gigi.
That's right. That press conference of the FBI and the Department of Justice, along with several local police departments from Orange County, just wrapping up, making the big announcement after an operation was executed this morning. One of those large scales, often referred to as raids. This operation called Gangsta's Paradise. Take a look. Here is some information. 25 members and associates of the Mexican mafia prison gang were arrested today on 3 federal indictments, charging them with committing crimes in Orange County, including kidnapping, extortion, running illegal casinos, drug trafficking, and murder. The operation, again called Gangster's Paradise, an effort 2 years in the making, executed by almost a dozen SWAT teams this morning, with both federal agents and local police working side by side, swarming homes in Orange County and Los Angeles, all of them at the same time. 43 out of 47 suspects in the 3 indictments filed today are now behind bars, including, the Department of Justice says, one of the Mexican mafia's top shot callers, who is already in state prison, doing all of this from prison. He's also been indicted now on these federal charges.
The case's main indictment charges dozens of Mexican mafia gangsters in 66 felony counts. It paints a disturbing picture of how the gang's tentacles extend from state prison into our county jails and on through the streets to influence Latino street gangs. This morning, we are unsealing several indictments targeting Mexican mafia members and associates here in the Orange County area. Our operation is called
Gangsta Paradise. You can see here on the board, we've targeted 47 individuals in this prosecution. I'm pleased to report this morning that 43 of the 47 are currently in custody. And we're going to talk a little bit about the charges. This is a major operation. The majority of it was executed early this morning, where we arrested the majority of these individuals in their homes or out in the public area. This is what the United States Department of Justice does well. We are here to bring public safety to the community. We're here to clean up our communities from violent and organized crime. That's the bread and butter of the FBI and the Department of Justice. And we're very proud of the work that was been done on this case by our prosecutors.
I bullshit you
and our
not,
agents.
and them motherfuckers is not playing. Them motherfuckers is not playing, goddamn.
Racketeering, conspiracy, kidnapping, extortion, trafficking dangerous drugs such as fentanyl, methamphetamine, and as well as illegal gambling and murder. The case's main indictment charges dozens of Mexican mafia gangsters in 66 felony counts. It paints a disturbing picture of how the gang's tentacles extend from state prison into our county jails and on through the streets to influence Latino street gangs and drug dealers in Santa Ana, Anaheim, Fullerton, and elsewhere. And I want to explain real quick, the Mexican mafia is a prison gang. It is the most powerful prison gang in the United States. The members are incarcerated in state prison. But you're going to hear how, despite being incarcerated in state prison, they're still running the gangs out in the communities. And today's operation is focused on dismantling that operation. According to one of the indictments, over a near 2-year period ending this month, 48-year-old Luis Cardenas, a longtime inmate of the California State Prison System, oversaw the Mexican mafia's crimes in Orange County and its jails. From his prison cell, Cardenas used an encrypted messaging app on contraband cell phones to direct the gang's high-ranking associates on the streets on the operation of La MA's activities in Orange County. Victims who had the misfortune of being in bad standing with Cardenas ran the risk of having him command orders to kidnap and assault them out in the streets. Cardenas was incarcerated at a California state prison for the entirety of this investigation, but ran his operation by communicating with numerous people outside the prison in Orange County, again, through these cell phones and other means. He would direct things such as drug trafficking. He would direct the movement of cash, the collection of taxes, prison or gang taxes, and he would issue threats of violence and order his associates to kidnap and engage in violence against others. When one of the out-of-custody associates was moving $20,000 in cash for Cardenas, he was pulled over by law enforcement while on the phone with Cardenas, who was in prison. Cardenas instructed her to break her phone, and she poured water on it. So it just gives you a little taste of how much control he exerts. He's literally on the phone with criminal actors as they're engaged in crime in our streets. It's outrageous. The indictment further outlines the gang's control of so-called slap houses or illegal casinos within commercial strip malls and private homes, turning neighborhoods and shopping areas into dens of criminality. To protect this racket, the gang collected a ton of taxes and provided security, using violence to protect these illegal businesses, kidnapping and assaulting an employee of a Cardenas-controlled slap house in Stanton just last year. So I'm going to introduce some of the other folks to speak on here, but I really want to just really extend a gratitude to our partners on this. We can't do this alone. This is a joint operation with our local.
Hey, if you new to the channel, man, hit the like button, If you new to the channel, drop a comment in the chat, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Dismantled this very large and complex and violent operation here in Orange County. And our hope is that after this morning, Orange County is a safer place for the residents. So with that, I'm going to introduce the head of the FBI LA office, Akil Davis.
Good morning. My name is Akil Davis. I'm the Assistant Director in charge of the FBI's Los Angeles office. We're here today not simply to make an announcement, but to mark a pivotal moment in a relentless fight for the safety of our communities. This morning, we are talking about the culmination of a massive coordinated operation led by the FBI's Orange County Violent Gang Task Force, alongside the dedicated partners you see up here today, and many more working behind the scenes. This operation, known as Operation Gangsta's Paradise, is not just a case file for the FBI. It's an ongoing pursuit of justice targeting 47 members and associates of the Mexican Mafia. As First Assistant stated, we've arrested 43 out of 47, but more will come. We took a decisive action today against the Mexican Mafia. Others were already behind bars, and some remain at large. Fugitives who will soon learn that there is no place left to hide. We are actively seeking two of those fugitives, Luis Bucio and Mario Arias, and we will provide those pictures and information on them shortly. To anyone and everyone who may know where these two are, do not take matters into your own hands. You can help us by contacting the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or tips.fbi.gov. Your tip could be the one that brings them to justice. Your tip could be the one that continues to keep our community safe. This morning's operation was executed with precision and courage. 7 SWAT teams from Los Angeles and beyond moved swiftly into action to carry out these arrests. They were joined by other SWAT teams from our partners here today and the FBI's hostage rescue team. What you see is a seamless execution built on years of training, experience, and our unwavering commitment to keep our community safe. Safer streets start with the tenacious teamwork, and that's exactly what you saw today. Since this investigation began nearly 2 years ago, the task force has struck at the heart of this criminal enterprise. We have seized a sobering amount of drugs and weapons, 25 firearms, tens of thousands of dollars in cash, 4 kilos of fentanyl, 120 pounds of methamphetamine, 3 kilograms of cocaine, 2 pounds of heroin, and again, 5,000 fentanyl pills. What's off the streets today represents lives protected for tomorrow, and we are not done. Now, as I introduce Chief Robert Rodriguez of the Santa Ana Police Department, I believe he would join me in saying, we don't just respond to crime, we dismantle the organization behind it. Now I'll turn it over to Chief. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I am Chief Robert Rodriguez with the Santa Ana Police Department. You know, as previously mentioned, today's operation was a major step forward in improving the quality of life for our residents and our communities and our business districts. This morning, as you heard, numerous members of the Mexican Mafia and associates were taken into custody for various law violations. And this was a culmination of a complex 2-year investigation throughout Orange County. For us here in the city of Santa Ana, one of the major areas of impact was East First Street that has been heavily affected by drug trafficking, extortion, and violence impacting our community and local businesses. As part of this law enforcement operation, as you heard, we've seized over 100 pounds of various narcotics and numerous firearms removed off the streets. This sends a clear message. We will continue working aggressively with our local, state, and federal partners to ensure that we target those that threaten public safety. Most importantly, this enforcement action helps us reclaim our neighborhoods and move Santa Ana forward as a safer community for our residents. I also want to thank our local partners, our mayor, our federal partners, because we couldn't do this as one agency. This is a collaborative effort, and together we can reclaim our communities and make our cities safer. Thank you. And I will introduce Chief Manny Sid from the Anaheim Police Department.
Thanks, Chief. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for coming out this morning. My name is Manny Sid, Police Chief in the city of Anaheim. And again, thank you for coming out. Opportunity to highlight some of the incredible work being done by so many of our partners and the impacts that it is having on our various communities. This investigation originated nearly 2 years ago with the proactive approach of 2 Anaheim gang investigators whose effort ultimately set the foundation of what became a long-term investigation in partnership, as was highlighted, with the Orange County Violent Gang Task Force. Through the work of the task force, investigators uncovered a wide range of serious crimes, including murder, robberies, extortion, narcotics trafficking, and illegal firearm possession. This type of organized gang activity is dangerous and completely unacceptable in any of our communities, and certainly in the city of Anaheim, where our residents, businesses, and visitors expect to feel safe. Organized gang crime does not operate in isolation. It reaches into our neighborhoods, creates fear, and takes advantage of vulnerable people, affecting the quality of life our residents expect and deserve in all our respective communities. Investigations like this are essential because they focus, as the AUSA touched on, in dismantling the structure behind the activity rather than just responding to the individual crimes. Today's operation represents meaningful progress in disrupting the network and holding those involved accountable. It should also send a very, very clear message. If you are thinking about joining or supporting an organized criminal gang, understand that we are committed collectively in identifying you, investigating you, and working with our partners to bring you to justice, no matter where you operate in the region and certainly in Orange County. I want to briefly recognize the Anaheim Police Department investigators assigned to this task force. Their professionalism, hard work, dedication, and in collaboration with our partners really is incredibly responsible for bringing this case forward and where it is today. The Anaheim Police Department will continue to stand proud with our partners, both federal, state, and local, in this effort against organized crime and the important impacts that it has on our communities. Together, we remain committed to that work, and we will continue to take this case as well as others forward. Thank you, and I'll now turn it back over to Mr. Sid.
All right, thank you. We'll take a few questions if there's any.
Where is Cardenas based? Like, what prison is he in, and what were his initial charges, and when did he go in?
He is in Ironwood State Prison currently, but he, I believe, was mostly operating out of Calipatria Prison for the majority of this investigation. He's housed, do you know his initial charges? Murder.
Murder.
He's serving a murder sentence in state prison. But as a result of this, he will be in federal custody. He'll be in a federal prison.
Do you know what his sentence was? So like, 25 to life, but up to
Yeah, 25 for life, 25 to life.
These Mexican mafia issues, they've been going on for decades, and we hear about this bust every once in a while, but then they continue. How, like, did they know Cardenas was a shot caller? And so how does he get a hold of himself in prison? How does he?
All he about to do is go to the goddamn federal prison and run his shit. Y'all ain't do nothing. Y'all ain't do nothing but help him and his team.
Fighting crime is not a one-day thing. It's an ongoing activity. And so this is not like we're done today. After today, we're probably going to start a new investigation, look at who's going to come and try to fill the power vacuum. So it is constant, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. But the reason the federal government is here is because when you are indicted federally and when you go into the federal prison system, you're going to be there for a very long time. You're not getting those early credits. You're not getting the state parole. So we're able to have a bigger impact on the community. And also, we're not arresting one or two people. We're taking an entire organization. So it's going to be much harder for them to put that structure back in place for a while. But we're not going to be sleeping on the sidelines while they do that. These guys will be working on identifying anyone who thinks about taking their spots, and we'll be getting them. As far as getting stuff into prison, prisoners are very creative, and they have a lot of ways that they sneak stuff into prison. Unfortunately, sometimes it's through people who work in the prison are offered money to sneak it in. They throw things over walls. They also can pass messages through other inmates. I don't want to tell all the secrets, but they've got a lot of ways to communicate.
And is Cardenas the only one on this board that's incarcerated, part of one of the shot callers, or other people?
There are other people in state custody that are part of this operation, but he's definitely the leader. The way it works is only very few people are actually members of the Mexican Mafia. There's a very small number of people, and they're usually all in prison. So he is the member, and he basically directs everyone else. They're associates of that enterprise.
So you've arrested over 40 people today. What does this tell law enforcement about the outrage that these people have been jailed into the communities across Southern California?
Yeah, it just shows you how dedicated